Let's begin by taking a short look at how physics and colliders work in Unity. Select your sphere object, then click the green Y-axis arrow and move your sphere above the ground plane. Notice when I press the play button, our sphere simply hangs in the air. It does not fall to the ground plane as it would in the real world. Click the play button to exit play mode. Navigate to your inspector. To add additional components, let's click the Add Component button at the bottom of the inspector window. Within the Add Component pop-up, search field, type Rigid Body. This component can be used to simulate the physics of a sphere on any object. Press the play button. Notice that not only does the sphere fall towards the ground, but also passes through it. The reason for this is that mesh colliders only work on static or non-moving objects. In order to correct this, Unity now allows users to set the colliders to convex. This registers the various angles of our object. Check on the convex option within your mesh collider component. Now press the play button again. Notice that when our sphere hits the ground plane, it no longer passes through it. This causes the object to look very unrealistic. Most objects have a little bit of bounce or give when they collide with another object. In our Project tab, let's create a new folder called Physics Material. We do this by right-clicking within the Assets folder, select Create, then the folder option. Let's name this folder Physics Material. Double-click the folder to enter within it. Then, at the top of the screen, select Asset. Next, create then Physical Material. This will create a new physics material within the folder we just created. The physics material component can be used to simulate collision events like the bounciness of an object, such as a basketball. Let's briefly review some of the options in the physics material component. First, we have dynamic friction, which handles the friction used when we're already moving, usually a value from 0 to 1. A value of 0 feels like ice. A value of 1 will make it come to rest very quickly unless a lot of force or gravity is pushing against the object. Static friction is the friction used when an object is laying still on a surface, usually a value of 0 to 1. Similarly, a value of 0 feels like ice, and a value of 1 will make it very hard to get the object moving. Bounciness deals with how bouncy the surface of an object is. A value of 0 will not bounce, but a value of 1 will. For now, let's simulate a ball bouncing. Enter a value of 0 for both dynamic and static friction. For bounciness, let's enter a value of 1. Press the play button again. Notice our ball does not bounce. The reason for this is we need to add the physics material we just created to our ball. Select the sphere object in the hierarchy. Then, in its Mesh Collider component, left-click and drag the new physics material we created into the material component slot. Alternatively, you can click the selection Target Reticle to the right of the material slot and select the physics material from the given list. Let's play our game again. Your ball should now bounce. Go ahead and save your scene. In the next video, we'll begin the process of scripting our ball's movement.